Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Today we've got a first look at the 2023 C8 Corvette Z06. This Corvette Z06 has been highly anticipated and we're finally getting our first look with the Corvette Z06. The C8 Corvette Z06 is going to have the 5.5 liter V8 engine, completely naturally aspirated, and it's going to be flat plane crank as well, which means it's going to rev all the way to 8,600 RPM, making 670 horsepower. This has to be the most powerful V8 engine produced for the naturally aspirated application. The Corvette Z06 is going to be doing the 0 to 60 in only 2.6 seconds, which is insane. This one is not a electric vehicle. It's got V8, rear wheel drive, no all wheel drive, but it's going to be able to do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, which is absolutely crazy, which is actually faster than the C7 Corvette ZR12, which did 0 to 60 in about 2.8 seconds. So in this video, we're going to be taking a quick look at the exterior of the C8 Corvette Z06. Right off the bat, I can tell it looks a lot more aggressive and mean compared to the base C8 Corvettes. You've got the front spoiler that sticks out much further than your typical base Corvettes, and you've got these massive grills used for air cooling purposes. From this angle, you can actually tell how wide the Z06 is compared to the regular C8 Corvette, and it's a lot lower too. If I basically sit down a little bit, you can see how low to the ground this Corvette Z06 is, which in my opinion makes it a very great stance for the Corvettes and looks absolutely killer. Now moving into the side of it, I like how these black accents come in, which is a very wide opening to cool the engine. Of course, you've got a massive V8, so you want a lot of cooling there. So that serves as basically the cooling purpose. And look at that, from this angle it just sticks so much further out than where the doors would be. And again, in this angle you can see how low it is, which I can't even imagine to begin. Like, I don't know if it's gonna have air ride suspension or not, but it's very low and may have some trouble getting to some of the lower parking lots or going to gas stations. So I hope Chevy has thought it out through and has equipped it with some sort of air ride suspension. But overall, I have to say the design looks absolutely amazing, somewhat reminiscent of the Ferraris, which is what Chevy has been doing. It's like a budget supercar, if you can really call it a budget supercar, given the Z06 is going to be starting at close to $100,000. We've got 11-inch wheels in the back, 10-inch in the front. The front tires are going to be 275, while the rear is going to be massive 345, which I guess is needed for all that kind of power and making sure you have enough traction. Now moving on to the rear of the C8 Corvette Z06, I am so glad that Chevy has brought back the centered quad exhaust tips, which is the signature exhaust tips for the Corvette. There was some controversy when the C8 first came out by having the split dual exhaust system, but this one has finally returned to its root and it's got quad centered exhaust tips right there. This one, Z06, does not have the high wing option, although I don't mind this wing option. As long as the C8s have some sort of a spoiler, I think it looks good. Base ones just don't look all that good. So this one has a nice, I wouldn't say subtle spoiler, but it's got spoiler that really kind of helps out bringing out the rear end. And of course, we've got some functional air vents as well on the back. Now moving on to the side of this Corvette Z06, you can see the massive wheel difference, like 11-inch in the back, 10-inch in the front. They just look really, really good. Can't really tell much about the interior here, but let's try to zoom in. It's got the tan leather interior, which really complements the exterior, the red exterior of the Corvette. I see some carbon fiber accents there that are going to be good. This is a 3LZ, so obviously it's fully loaded. I wonder how the 1LZs are going to look and where they're going to do some sort of compromise in the interior. Although I have to say that the C8 Corvettes in general have done a really good job with the interiors. They have stepped up not only in terms of technology being offered in the interior, but also the fit and finish, which was historically a problem with the Corvette. Chevy wants to make sure that they are competitive in the market and aren't being knocked down because of a poor interior quality. Well guys, that's all I got for the first look of the Corvette Z06, the 2023 model year. I can't wait to start seeing these on the road. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. Comment below what you think of the C8 Corvette Z06, and of course subscribe to Red 50 for more content.